In this video, we will go over the Cash Out menus of Cash module. In Accounting 1, Cash Out section, you can find various menus where you can process cash decrease. And we will not discuss Payment Journal menu in this video, so please refer to the Fast Entry Payment Journal video. Firstly, we will discuss By Receipt menu. In this menu, you can enter the receipts that do not need to be stored or managed in particular. Or you can enter small expenses that do not need to be managed based on each vendor. In this menu, you cannot load an existing vendor code. You can simply record the name of each vendor. And if you need to manage receipts and expenses by each vendor, please use Payment Journal menu instead. In order to enter data, firstly set the voucher date as the receipts date. Then in Withdrawal Account field, enter the payment method used, such as bank account or cash. In Account Code field, enter an account code for the reason of the expense. Then enter the amount. You can also enter tax information by clicking on the Amount field and clicking Tax button. You can click Load F4 button to load the data entered in the input screen to the pop-up window. And if you enter tax information by Tax button, it'll be also applied to Sales Purchase Book report. However, if you do not manage tax information in ECOUNT ERP, it is not required to enter tax information. And enter the other fields such as fees and remarks. And you can click Save button to finish. Next, we will move on to the next menu, To Vendor menu. The menu path is Accounting 1, Cash Out, To Vendor menu. You can use this menu when you purchase goods from vendors or when you make a payment for the accounts payable amount that was previously generated from purchase, or when you make an advance payment prior to the actual purchase. The program will automatically journalize the data you enter in this menu with Accounts Payable account, and you can simply enter a few fields and easily process your payments. To enter data, you can first set the voucher date as the date of the payment and enter a department or project if you manage data by each department and project. Then in Withdrawal Account field, select the corresponding payment method. You can select bank account, cash, debit cards, and credit cards. Then enter the corresponding vendor and the amount. After entering the vendor, if you click Function button on the right side, you can verify the payable balance of the vendor. And you can also click on the Amount field and Function button and click Foreign Currency button to enter the amount in a foreign currency. Then enter the other fields such as fees and remarks. And after entering all data, you can save the voucher. Click Save button to simply save the voucher, and click Save and Print button if you want to view the preview screen at the same time you save the voucher. And you can print out the preview screen or export it in PDF. So please use the buttons to your convenience. Next, we will discuss To Employee menu. The path is Accounting 1, Cash Out, To Employee menu. You can use To Employee menu when you make provisional payments to employees in cash or by bank transfer. The amount entered in this menu will be journalized with Advances to Employees account. And you can enter data in this menu when you pay cash to employees in advance to their business trip, or when your company's CEO withdraws money for temporary uses. To enter data, firstly set the voucher date as the date of the payment. And in Withdrawal Account field, enter the payment method. You can enter cash, bank account, etc. This time I will enter a payment in cash as an example. Then in Employee field, select the employee who received the amount. And if there was any bank charge, enter the amount in Fees field. Then enter the amount. Then enter Notes in Remarks field. After entering each field, click Save and Print to verify the journal entry. In the preview screen, you can see in Credits column, the withdrawal of cash, and in Debits column, Advances to Employees account. In addition, if you want to use To Employee menu but still have the program journalize the data with another account, you can click Option at the top right, Account Settings, and verify and modify the default journal entry account. Next, we will move to Bank Transfer menu. The menu path is Accounting 1, Cash, Cash Out, Bank Transfer menu. You can use this menu when you withdraw money from your bank account into cash, or when you transfer money from bank account A to bank account B. You can set the voucher date first. And in Deposit Account field, enter the bank account where the money was deposited. Or if it's cash withdrawal, enter Cash Account. Then in Withdrawal Account field, enter the bank account that the amount was withdrawn from. So if you enter a bank account in both Deposit and Withdrawal Account fields, the entered data will be a bank transfer between bank accounts. And if you enter Cash Account in Deposit Account field, and then enter a bank account in Withdrawal Account field, it'll be cash withdrawal. And therefore, the book balance of cash account will increase, and the balance of the withdrawal bank account will decrease. Then enter the amount. And if you click Save and Print button, you can verify the journal entry of cash withdrawal. Next, we will discuss To Credit Card menu. The path is Accounting 1, Cash, Cash Out, To Credit Card menu. In this menu, you can enter your settlement of corporate credit card bill. So for instance, let's say you used your corporate credit card last month. Then you can verify the credit card use history in Accounting 1, Reports, Fund Statement Report. In this report, if you search by the previous month, you can verify the history of your credit card use based on credit card payable account. And in order to be able to view the data entered with credit card payable in Fund Statement Report, you need to first add the account to this menu by clicking Option, Account Settings. You can add the account to this list by clicking New and adding credit card payable account. Then going back to the Fund Statement search results, if you click on Visa credit card, for example, you can verify the details of the card use history, such as team dinner expense, snacks, and luncheon, etc. And as you can see here, the total amount to be settled is $15,000. You can enter the settlement of this amount in To Credit Card menu. Firstly, you can set the voucher date as the date of the settlement. Then enter the withdrawal account and the corresponding credit card. Then enter the amount that was withdrawn for settlement. And if there was any bank charge, enter the amount in Fees field. And in Remarks field, enter Notes. Then click Save and Print to verify the journal entry. And you can verify the modified balance of credit card payable account by going to Fund Statement and searching again. And moving on, we will discuss Loan Repayment and Interest menu. In this menu, you can enter the repayment of your bank loans, including the principal and interest. Firstly, in Voucher Date field, enter the date of the repayment. Then in Withdrawal Account field, enter the method of the repayment. You can enter the bank account that the amount was withdrawn from, or enter cash account if you paid in cash. Then in Bank field, enter the bank account code for the corresponding loan. You can register your loans as short-term loan account or long-term loan account in Register Bank Account menu. Then in Principal field, enter the principal amount that was repaid, and in Interest field, enter the repaid interest amount. And the amount entered in Interest field will be journalized with Interest Expenses account. And you can verify the default journal entry account by clicking option at the top right in Account Settings. Then in Remarks field, enter Notes, and I will enter Third Repayment. And you can click Save button to finish. And if you paid only interest amount, enter 0 in Principal field and enter the interest amount and click Save button. And lastly, we will discuss To Others menu. The path is Accounting 1, Cash, Cash Out, To Others menu. So if cash has been decreased from a reason other than the journal entry accounts of the other menus of Cash Out section, you can use To Others menu to process the corresponding cash decrease. You can manually assign the contra account, that is, debit account, for the cash decrease. Firstly, set the voucher date as the date of the decrease and enter the withdrawal account. Then enter the customer vendor. This field is not a required field, and you do not necessarily need to enter this field. However, if you want to manage this transaction based on a particular vendor, you can search and enter the corresponding vendor. Then enter the decreased amount, and if fees were incurred, enter the amount. And lastly, in Debit field, select the account code that corresponds to the reason of the decrease of the amount. For instance, if the amount was paid as an advance payment for a contract, enter Prepaid Expenses account. Then enter Notes in Remarks field. And after entering each field, click Save or Save and Print. Save and Print button will save the voucher and display the preview screen where you can verify the journal entry. Here you can verify the withdrawal as an advance payment So please use the menus of Cash Out section for your convenience.